Good morning. Morning, good evening. How are you doing? Okay, welcome to today's lesson. We are doing food and beverage service, and today we'll be handling customer service, but mainly under guest complaints. Are you getting me? Are we together? Okay. So, on to our first slide, that is customer service, handling customer faith. Now, let me move on. The end of this lesson will be needed to be in a position to define the term customer complaint, and secondly, you should be in a position to state the procedure that should be followed in the entire process of solving a guest complaint. So we'll start by defining the term customer complaint or guest complaint, which is defined as the gap or the gaps or the negative deviations between what a business promises in terms of products and services and the reality on the ground of what the customer gets. This implies that in a given business setting, there is what a client is promised to get at the end of patronizing a given establishment, and that means that the client comes to the establishment with a certain mentality or a certain expectation which he expects to meet. But when that expectation is not met, that means that there will be a certain deviation which now brings about a customer complaint because it will bring about frustration. Are we together? Custom, that's fine. Customer complaints can also be referred to as a situation whereby a business does not deliver on its commitment or does not meet customer expectation in terms of products and services offered. That brings us back to the first definition, whereby there's a deviation between the promises that are being promised to the clients and the actual service or the product quality that is offered to the clients. Now, when handling guest complaints, those food and beverage servers should deal with them quickly because we all know that time is money, and the quick reaction to customer complaints will in turn bring a positive and constructive feedback from the client due to the satisfaction that will be gotten. Now we move directly to the procedure that should be followed in solving guest complaint. And number one is listening to the complaint. That is the client that is complaining. When a customer is frustrated due to bad service offered or a bad product offered, that will imply that the client will be in a very bad mood. Some of them are angry, and some of them tend to even throw about abuses to the people who are around offering the services. So the only way out is to give a listening ear to that client and listen without interrupting. However, as you listen, you have to incapacitate number two, procedure number two, which is recording the details of the document. We know that as a service personnel, there's the big five of a waiter, and among those big five of a waiter is a notebook and a pen. So you should be having a notebook and your pen at that point in time when you're solving that complaint, to ensure that you take the important details of the complaint that is being addressed here. That will ensure that you and get to know the problem and wherever or whatever caused the problem and the best ways in which that complaint can be solved. While recording, you will need to get all the facts down. That is the problem at hand and the possible ways of curbing that problem. That will take us to the